Hello winners and welcome to this weekly forex forecast for EURUSD, PUSD, Pound Yen, Gold, USDCAD and US oil. This week we're going to go through some entries and some targets and some stop losses and some risks that might occur for this week. Thank you guys for liking my Saturday's video from last week. We have had plenty of comments. I have given away three people have given the opportunity to have 1 hour with me at the mentorship. Also, this week we're going to give away. So awesome. Also, in this video, if you comment on this video, I'm going to give away the next Saturday, and then we're going to take winners from last Saturday's video. So amazing, isn't it? You're going to get 1 hour with me where we go through your trades or your trading or an area that you need help with, all for free on Zoom. Apart from that, if you want to win, you comment below, and if you commented last week, you have to keep watching for the winner. If you are the winner, you have to send me an email or you have to contact me on Discord. So I just want to say that trading is risky, not appropriate for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Past performance is not indicative of future results. That means whatever has happened in the past doesn't need to happen in the future. Trading forex is high risk, high reward. That means that if you have invested money today with too high risk, you might lose them faster than I can change my t-shirt. So don't risk more than 1% per trade or more than 5% a month. What does that mean? If you have $1,000 in your account, you should not lose or risk, should not have a stop loss of more than $10 per trade and not lose more than $50 per month in total. So that's all your stop losses. Okay, so what's really interesting this week that I want to point out, COT data is data where large corporations, hedge funds are reporting their positions. So this does not include hedging, retail traders, commercial businesses, which is just Toyota, BMW, large companies that's in the business to hedge against their business. They're also in the market. They are a large portion as well. Not them, but only hedge funds. Those who are really in the market to gain money, not to hedge, and not retail traders. They have increased their long positions on euro in this period here by 14,000 contracts. That's a lot. That's a large increase. On the same time, euro has gone more bearish by 43% in this very same period. That's very interesting. So for me, if I see EURUSD rising over the summer, I'm not really surprised because I can see that in my data sets. Okay, so euro is more strong, dollar is more weak in this period. Now after this period, euro has fallen, dollar has become a bit stronger. But what is it? Is it buyers coming in, pushing the market? Or is it actually just profit taking? It's actually just profit taking. So for me, I'm cautious since there's seems to be more buyers. But as we saw last week, we saw an influx in sellers taking profit on the euro. That's why it went up. So for me, I am cautious, and we're going to summer. What does summer mean for me? That means less volatility. Hedge funds has taken holiday. Maybe at 300 pip range. The top we are making now, unless we make a new top, the top we're making now is the top for the whole summer. The bottom we made earlier is the bottom for the summer until end of July. Doesn't need to happen, but generally, and if it does go higher, it doesn't move a lot higher. Okay, heads up. Really important, lower your risk, lower your lot size, lower your expectations, because trends doesn't happen in summer. And if you're coming back to me in August and say, I mean, my swing trades didn't work. I just told you they don't. So you have to go down to day trading. Now you are warned. So, skipping all that. So I think that was very important for you to know. ahead of the market so that you don't lose more money than you should, because that's what we're here for, not losing money. Okay, so then we put on the indicator, as we all do. Then I must say something. So let's do that. So the pink zone is Zell zone, Zell, eine Zell-Zone. 16, it might be okay. And then this one is the buy zone. Okay, so green is buy zone. Okay, so just very quick introduction here. That's my buy zone. If prices is here, I would take it for a ride up. If I'm a seller, I will look into this area to sell and take it down again. Okay, plain and simple. Awesome. Then the target for this week is 14.45 and 11.33. So I think this week we might come back down here to 10. My target was 10.50. Doesn't seem, at least by the weeklies, that we are going to do that this week. So I'm going to watch it very carefully the next days. So what can you expect from this week then? So we're going to do 1 hour. We have an entry here for sellers at around 13 with a target of 11. What did I call it? Of 11.20. Okay. All right. So for me, I'm only looking for this. So as long as I'm a seller, and I am, as long as it doesn't break above this high, I'm still looking to short in this area here. Okay? The other part is, where's your stop loss? Okay. If I said that I think this is going to be the, if this is the high and I don't want it to go higher than that, okay, I just take the stop loss above this wick here. Above this wick here. Very, very, very easy. Okay? Straightforward, nothing else. And then the other part is that it can just sell from here, okay? So don't be too short it's going up. I already have a position up here at, is it 1330? Is it there? I'm not sure. I think it's a bit lower than that. It was 1300 even. Yeah, I think it was around there. Okay, so around here in that area. So that would be a double entry there. Okay, fine, good. Good for me. That's a buy. That's me as a seller. Okay, good. Let's take that away. That's my plan. But if you are a buyer, I think you want to have the price coming back up here before you start buying. This is a new low for me, and if you look at 4 hour, that's a lower low for me with the pullback. So that's definitely me as a seller. I'm engaged. Okay, doesn't need to fall further, but I won't. This price movement here is not a bullish move. Okay, not a bullish move. And then we go back to pivot points. That's why we need to be more cautious. You need a new higher high, then you can take it up to 14.5. Awesome, awesome, good, good that we agree. And then we can go to pound. Pound has a bit different price action, I must say. So let's take away the pivot points and that. Okay, so here we have our reversal, we have our pullback, we have our sells, we have our new lows, we have our pullback. And as far as I see, we have closed below this previous support here, broken that one. So for me, until we are breaking above 26.50 again, that's my integrity. If you know what that means if it breaks, like, what kind of market are we in? Okay, are we bearish? Are we bullish? So for me, if we're still bearish if we don't close above here. But if you do, all right. Then that's that. That's like technical analysis 101, or at least structure. So what are we looking for this week then? Sailor, I would love it for, I think it's too high to go up to 26 actually. So I would love it to come up to 25.5. down to 23.50. Okay, that's a plan. Okay, that's my plan. Sounds like a good plan to me, by the way. If you are a buyer, you want price to be above here, and not until then are you allowed to even think about anything. That's called buyer. And then you want to use that as support. Then you can take it up to 28.5. Yeah, I think that's that. What was the COT data for pound this month? Less sellers. Very interesting. So we have gone into we have gone more bullish on pound, or at least the higher boys in that period. Okay, that is interesting. But still, profit taking. There is no in the data that I'm seeing here is not really new coming in. It's actually people getting out. Okay. So if it was people coming in, we're like, yay, they're moving the market. But since they're going out, there is less people. So when there is less people in the market, what does that mean? How, like, isn't that just good? More money for me? No, not necessarily. Because in a market where there is less sellers, there is less points to find a price of where you can get in. And that's where you have slippage. The market is finding the opposite, and if they can't find anything, it will just drop until it finds something and then goes up again. Just like oil. When oil went to negative 37, it didn't find any buyers. That's why it fell. Okay? Interesting. Same with, so when you have less liquidity, you have more likely of being stopped out, losing money. But if you're in a liquid market where there's a lot of sellers and there's like everyone, like a lot of them, I'm trying to make more lot than that, okay? So if you have this, then you have many people to get in. Then you don't fall so fast, okay? I think that's an important lesson for you as well. It's like going to an auction when there's a lot of people, there's a lot of good buying and bidding, but if you're just a few ones, you might not get sold your things that you want to sell at the market, okay? So I did tell you the target, I told you the target. Stop losses is always a bit tricky on pound, but 100, still 100, okay? And then if you buy here, then you want to be below here, okay? Apparently 100 and 100, okay? Fine by me, because if you get 200 or 300 pips, that's 2 to 3 reward. Awesome. Let's move. Then there is also Brexit coming in on pound discussions, at least. So be aware of that, please. Yeah. So what are we seeing here? We are still seeing a market that didn't do anything at all. But if you are this, so you might find that to be a breakout. I know, but yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see that there's something here. But I don't know if it's going to hold. I don't know if it's going to go up. That's up to you. What do you want to see? Is this a top? Whoops, sorry. Is this a top? Or is this a breakout? Well, you don't really know. And what I want to say is, this is not bullish or bearish. It's more bullish than bearish, by the way, because we're still holding the low. We're coming from the bottom. We're coming up. We are going sideways. We are still tilted to the upside because we haven't broken support. Support is still holding. Okay? It's not bearish because it's not a series of lower lows. Now you might say on the flip side, but it's not making higher highs. Well, this is still bullish because we haven't made a lower low. And then you can say we are ranging, but the range is still tilted to the upside until it breaks lower. Okay? So for the COT report for gold, there was less buyers, more sellers, and there was an inflow. So we lost 19,000 last week, and we lost 11,000 this week. So that's 100 and no, that's not 20, 30,000 contracts in 2 weeks. Yeah, I think that's significant enough. So is that a thing where we don't do anything at all? Yeah, maybe. I was expecting this to be summer. This could be like the summer thing, where we just go range. This is what I would understand would be the summer. So for me, okay, just trade the range. Okay, buy, sell, take profit if it goes here, take profit if it comes here. That's that. But what my best advice is, do you want to hear that? Do you know hear? Don't trade it. I'm not trading gold. I haven't traded gold long in a long time because it's not a market that I want to trade in, and I can't recommend it for you. Even though this webinar does not contain any investment advice, it's only for educational purposes. So don't take my word for it. But if you lose money in this, if I look at your statement and you lose money in this market, I will shake my head and I won't be interested in investing my money into your fund if you trade in these market conditions and you lose money. Okay? Very important thing. Sometimes you need to know when to walk away. That's what you're paid for by the market or by people who's invested in your fund. Okay? So what is the target, guys, boys and girls, and ladies and gentlemen? 70, 66.8, 100 units of stop loss. Yeah, I think that's that. So where do I think it will go? Maybe higher, actually, if I'm going to give you one direction. So then next week you can come and catch me and say, hey, it went down. Sorry. It's ranging right at the moment. Okay? Ooh, nice. Nice, baby. I like this. I like to move it. So, yen. So we have pound, we have less sellers becoming more bullish. We have the yen, who is less buyers. So that means a weaker yen. Okay, interesting. But even though we still took profit. So for me, where are we going for next week? It almost feels like we're done falling. This is what I would like to see. And when you see a double bottom, yeah, again, it doesn't entice me. Okay? That feels like we're over, we're done, finito, finale. Okay? So 1 hour, what we're looking at then. Okay, we're still looking at double bottom. But of course, the integrity of this whole move is if price still is below 136, we're still bearish. Until that time, if it comes up here again, it's finito finale, it's over, okay? So, yeah, then there's no way, yeah. So if you're like seller, you're like, yeah, I wanted to have a small up one and then down, and 31 sounds like a good deal. Okay. But if you are a buyer, you want to have a price above 36 and then take it higher up to 140. Stop losses is 100 on this one. Risks on this one, summer coming, less volatility. Market might not be trending and it might reverse before you can even take your profit. And you might not even get your profit for the week. That sucks, but it's what it is. It is what it is. Okay, let's move on. I told you targets, I told you stop loss, I told you entries and targets. Okay, good. 140, 131.5. USD CAD. CAD was this week less sellers, more buyers, okay? But even though we went like this bull run and we stopped before we come to target. Alright, so what are we doing next week then? Yeah, I don't like this. Alright? Can I just say I don't like it? Well, I guess it was stopped because of this. Maybe that was a target actually. But I would love to come up here. So, if you're a buyer, like me, want a new high, pull back. Now we're getting late. Oh, it's late. No, this is the time we lose money, by the way. Now start forcing this market to move. You were supposed to be in the market here. Here. Okay? 134.50, that's where it went. Now it went down, that's where you should have taken profit. Was that, is that a daily target or something? Yeah, at least I remember, yeah, take profit there. Somebody did that, and congrats on them, I guess. Then we are, this week, going into thinking of 138.80 again. Sellers are still looking at 132.50, but I still think it's going to go higher. At least a little bit more. Okay, plan your trades. Have your 50 pip stop loss. If it goes below here, it's no longer bullish. It's bearish. Then you're wrong. Okay, that's how easy it was today, this week. US oil has fallen as finally. Gosh, you know, sometimes we're just wrong. But yeah, that's funny. Anyways, lower high, sell down to 32. I think my target is, what is it, 32, 34. 34 we almost had, so that's maybe been a target, but I have a price of 32, 33, 32, so this sounds like a good deal. On this broker at least, 32.5. Take your money, leave for summer. Or scalp at least in the summer. If it then does break higher than this 37 area, it's bullish again. Okay? Simple rules of engagement. What's the target, mate? 41. But it's currently still bearish, still allowed to sell it. Down to 32.5. Have stop loss above if you're selling. Yeah. $100 maybe? Well, this looks so, well, can still come up here and still sell down though. So you want to wait for 37.5 before selling. Okay, sounds like a good plan, that. Okay, then we move. 37.5 up here. Okay, that sounds like a good deal. Okay, so stop loss above this wick here. If you're buying, you want a new high, then buy the pullback to this one. Stop loss below here. Awesome. Okay. I think that's that. So let's head over to the winners from last week's video. Here we have pasted the YouTube link. We have found 34 winners. If I win, I'm going to pick somebody else. So we got 69 comments. So that means 3 winners. Okay, let's pick. Amjad Ali. Okay, welcome. I will then Amjad. Congratulations, mate. Then next one. Jordan. I cannot say your last name. I guess you're Spanish speaking, so I guess I will say it wrong anyways. Yeah. and Patrick Ezeh. Okay, awesome. You're welcome. You need to send me an email. You need to contact me on Discord within a week to have a conversation with me. So congratulations, mate. Thank you guys for this week's video. I have had a blast. I hope you have learned a lot. So if you have learned a lot, please give it a like. If you haven't learned anything, please give that a comment in the comment section below so I can improve for next week. Okay, until next time, don't risk money you cannot afford to lose, and